Welcome to the Infernal Brotherhood of the scruffy-looking Nerf herders. Today I'm reading Star Wars Crimson Empire, numbers 0 to 1. I'd like to take a moment and invite you to subscribe to this channel and ring that damn bell. Epic Collection, Star Wars, The New Republic, Volume 6. Star Wars Crimson Empire, number 0 through 6. Star Wars The Bounty Hunters, Kennec's Kill. Star Wars Crimson Empire 2, Council of Blood, number 1 through 6. Star Wars Crimson Empire number 3, Empire Lost number 1 through 6, and material from Dark Horse Extra number 21 through 24, and Dark Horse Presents number 1. Crimson Empire. It is a time of turmoil. The last of the Emperor Palpatine's clones have been destroyed by the rebel Skywalker and his allies, and control of the Empire is up for grabs. A temporary ruling council has formed behind the scenes to maintain order, but the council itself is splintered, divided by the conflicting ambitions of its members. Intrigue, deception, and betrayal are commonplace as those who would replace the Emperor to pursue their goals. One man, Karnor Jax, holds sway over the council. He knows the secrets about the members of the ruling body that could destroy their control and further weaken the Empire. He uses this knowledge to force the creation of a special position for himself within the council. Jax's plan is actually much more ambitious than the council members know. He seeks to position himself as a new Dark Lord with the aid of the equally ambitious General Wessel, and eventually ascend to Palpatine's throne. One other knows the council's secrets and Jax's ambitions. Hiding in the galaxy's outer edges, he bides his time, awaiting his chance to destroy them all. Zadjar, located far beyond the center of Imperial activity and beyond most inhabited areas of the galaxy. This barren planet has never been of interest to the Empire. Until now. Landing party, this is the Destiny. Do you read me? What is your situation? Destiny, this is landing party. We lost 3 ships coming through the asteroid shroud, but Squad 2 is intact. Then what are you waiting for? Squad 2, proceed with your mission. There's his dwelling! Fan out! Take him alive if you can, but under no circumstances allow him to escape. No sign of life! Check the door. Kaboom! Squad 2, to command. Location was a trap! Theta, closer to the Imperial hub than Zadjar, but to little strategic or commercial importance. Its relative obscurity makes it a haven for smugglers, thieves, and others who wish to escape the notice of the Empire. The value of this fact has not been lost on the commander of the local Imperial garrison. Show your identification and state your business. I am but a traveling merchant, looking for a new trade. My identification. If you look closely, I think you'll find that everything is in order. Yes, go on about your business. You there! Halt! I don't care what any of you say. We're better off without old Palpatine. It's time for new ideas. The Empire's crumbling. I hear the rebels captured a super star destroyer, the Lusankia, in the Vanek system. That's because the politicians are running the show now. At least the Emperor knew how to deal with the rebels. Yeah, until they killed him. I like Karnor Jax. He knows how to deal with traitors. To hell with Jax. He's out for himself and couldn't give a rip for soldiers like us. I'd be a bit more cautious if I were you. This conversation borders on treason. You! Why are you listening to conversations that don't concern you? Speak up, man! You and your group have nothing to fear from me. Why don't you return to your table and enjoy what's left of the evening? Don't you know that when an Imperial officer asks you a question, you had best give a direct answer? I'll ask a second time. Return to your table, and you won't be harmed. What? I'll teach you to... Shink, shink. Let me pass, and I'll let you live. Get him! Ugh. Stop, or I'll... Snap! Pew! Follow me. I can help. We must hurry. The ports will be closed, but I know a place. And why should I trust you? Because I can lead you to safety. This Tap Cafe is a favorite of the local garrison. More troopers will arrive any second. Please? General Wessel to see you, your lordship. Send him in. I trust you've come to report that you've succeeded in capturing Kir Kanos. Not exactly, Lord Jax. Tink. Not exactly? My men tracked him to Zadja in the Trillin sector, but he escaped before they could lay their hands on him. We believe he is still somewhere in that sector. No, he is far away from there by now. Believe me, General, I know how he thinks. Kanos is as resourceful as he is treacherous. I want to make myself very clear. If you lose him again, you will answer to me. Tear the galaxy apart, sector by sector, if that's what it takes. But find him. As long as he lives, our plans can never come to fruition. As long as he's alive, the Empire itself is in jeopardy. Surely no man can be that much of a threat. You have no idea what that man is capable of. But I do. He is the only man in all the galaxy who can stand in the way of our plans. From this moment on, General, you have but one mission. Find Kir Kanos. Kish! The events of the recent past have taught me an important lesson. Do you know what that lesson is, General Wessel? I cannot guess, Lord Jax. No, I did not think that you could. Pay close attention, then, for it is vital that you understand this. How many cycles do we spend going over every aspect of our plan before we put even the first step of it into action? A great many, Lord. Yes, we planned carefully, and when every part of the plan seemed complete, we tore it apart to look for flaws, for weaknesses. We examined every detail, forward and back, and we were careful. Wessel, as careful as anybody could be. And where has our plan brought us? To the edge of disaster, that's where. You met secretly with those whose appetites for power were left unfulfilled while the Emperor was alive, the members of the current ruling council. Our requests for funds were met, but the meetings touched off a behind-the-scenes battle for ascendancy. Exposure of our plans was only prevented by the quick action of my assistant Blim. We were able to use the funds to persuade the Emperor's trusted private physician to secretly sabotage Palpatine's clones. Knowing that such an occurrence would send the Emperor in search of one of the Skywalkers to use as his new host body, and that he would take his physician with him to a certain death. The weakest of the Emperor's contingent, the physician, should have been the first to die, but Skywalker and his kin failed to act as we anticipated. Instead, they spared his life so that he might tell them the whole story of his treachery. Worse, his confession was overheard by one of the Emperor's guards. We had trusted to the skills of Skywalker and his Jedi to dispatch the 2 members of the Imperial Guard who were with the Emperor on Onderon. But even there, our plans went awry. The inexperienced young Jedi merely wounded the guardsmen he fought. Further, your own troops failed to prevent the guardsman from making his way back to Yinchorr, where he revealed our actions to the remaining members of Palpatine's guard. Yes, but we were able to deal with that problem. Were we? If the problem has been dealt with, then why are your men still searching for Kir Kanos? As usual, you've missed the point, Wessel. The success or failure of any plan may hinge upon the tiniest detail, and Kanos is a huge detail. Now go, and do not fail me again. Name's Mercon. Tem Mercon. That was some number you did on the Imperials back at the Tap Cafe. We get mostly thugs and thieves around these parts, brawlers and backstabbers, but you fought with discipline and style. I'm guessing you've got a military background, but you didn't come out of any regular Imperial academy. Am I right? Oh, don't mean to pry. A man's got a right to his privacy, but I've traveled a bit and I've seen some things. And the only men I've ever seen with the kind of moves you have were either Jedi Knights or members of Palpatine's elite guard. Here we are. This warehouse belongs to me. You'll be safe here. All right, follow me. In my business, you can't always play by the Empire's rules. I had this built for emergencies. Just down here. It's rough. I didn't build it for comfort. But there's food and water to last a full cycle, if you don't mind dried rations. Of course, you won't be down here anywhere near that long. I'll be back shortly with some friends who can help you, and don't worry about me turning you over to the authorities. I'm no friend of those you killed tonight. Rough, the man called Merkin had said. Compared to the barracks in Yinchorr, the hideaway was a palace. Yinchorr, cleansed of its original inhabitants, the planet was as harsh and desolate as any place known to man, the perfect training ground for the galaxy's most feared warriors. Culled from a dozen of the Empire's top squads, they were deemed the best of the best. Even so, their training had just begun. Instructed in the deadly art of Ikani, forged in the crucible of the arena known as the Squall. By the end of their time on Yinchorr, they would emerge different men, if they survived. I submit. You win the match. Face it, Kir Kanos. In the Squall, I always win. It's a big galaxy, Carnor The Squall exists only here on Yinchorr. Perhaps, but Hey, what's that? The Imperial Guard. Palpatine, the Emperor. Your Excellency, please rise. I would speak with those who have given up so much out of loyalty to me. You honor me with your sacrifice. You, my son. I know your life here cannot be easy, and your training is exceedingly difficult. Yes, sire, but it prepares me for a life of service to my Emperor. What is your name? Kir Kanos, Your Excellency. The Emperor's gaze held him until he felt he could see his fate in those eyes. Or perhaps Palpatine was seeing his own fate in Kanos's. Ah, Lord Vader. You've arrived for the demonstration. As you requested, Master. Proceed. Who is your best student? Danid is the best among us, though Connor Jax and Kir Kanos are also quite adept. Danid, step forward. Come, step into the squall with me. Attack me. Hold nothing back. Do your duty, my son. Shing! Burnt Danid's attacks, Chak! And his defenses were flawless. Perfect technique. Shish! Yet, Vader toyed with him as if he were a child. Crump! Clatter! Ah! To his credit, Danid did not ask for mercy. And none was offered. If he was your best, you are not yet fit to serve the Emperor. Return to your studies. You have much to learn. They had already learned one harsh lesson. Many more were yet to come. Lessons that kept one alive. In a galaxy filled with opportunities for death. Shriek! And you say the one man was responsible for all of this?
That's right, Colonel Shiv. Just one. I never seen anything like it. Once reinforcements arrived, I thought he was done, but he took them out as easy as can be. I've seen every kind of mercenary and killer come through my place, but this one was something else.
Thank you for your cooperation. Take this man into custody as material witness.
What? But...
Cancel all departures from Theta. No ships will be allowed to leave their port. An incident like this could attract the attention of Central Command, ruin everything we've built here, destroy careers, or worse. I fear our fugitive is no ordinary smuggler or outlaw. And I mean to find him before his past follows him to Theta. Thank you all for tuning in. We invite you to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and click the bell to get notified about our next video. I'd like to invite you to support this channel today through memberships and apparel. So until the Infernal Brotherhood convenes again, my fellow scruffy-looking Nerf herders, may the Force be with you.